In this video, a Russian soldier is sitting inside a trench when a Ukrainian drone approaches him but does not affect him. At that moment, the soldier remains safe after the failed drone attempt. The soldier then starts hitting the crashed drone with a stick to stop it from working. After some time, another Ukrainian drone arrives and begins monitoring the soldier's position from above. This footage shows a lone Russian soldier walking through a damaged village area. He enters a small toilet building and sits inside, possibly trying to hide. A Ukrainian drone then flies into the toilet building, and the soldier tries to protect himself, but he is unable to leave the situation. The video shows how Ukrainian drones can locate soldiers even in small hiding places in damaged areas. Ukrainian forces carried out a small operation in which several Russian soldier positions were monitored during the operation. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments. Subscribe and like. Ukrainian drones have monitored Russian soldiers in very large numbers during operations, and the battlefield has changed because of drones. Some soldiers were on motorcycles, some were in vehicles, and some were on ATV vehicles and trucks, while others were hiding inside houses or walking in open areas. Ukrainian drone operators were watching all of them from the air and following them one by one while monitoring their movement. Some soldiers tried to escape by running or driving fast vehicles, and some tried to respond to the drones, but it was very difficult to escape. Drones followed them carefully and waited for the right moment during the operation. This shows how drones have become very important on the modern battlefield. Drone speed, camera view, and operator control make them very effective systems. Professional drone operators and good training make drone operations even more effective and accurate. Drones can find soldiers in open areas, forests, roads, and even inside houses where soldiers try to hide. Because of drones, it has become very difficult to move safely on the battlefield, and vehicles, motorcycles, trucks, and military positions can all be tracked from the air. Many soldiers now fear drones more than anything else on the battlefield. The sound of a drone in the sky can create panic and fear. Soldiers try to hide, run, or stay still to avoid being seen. Sometimes they remain safe, and sometimes they are located. This war is now heavily dependent on drones and drone technology. Drones have become one of the most important systems in modern warfare. The battlefield is no longer safe anywhere because drones can see almost everything from the sky. Modern warfare is changing, and drones are now one of the most important systems on the battlefield. A Ukrainian Su-27 fighter jet used American guided aerial bombs GBU-62 during an operation on a site where Russian military forces were gathered. In the video, a large impact occurs at the position, and the area is heavily affected. This location was being used by Russian soldiers as a control point, and the operation significantly affected the position. Ukraine's 44th Brigade conducted an operation on the Kostiantynivka front involving a Russian armored vehicle, a car, a motorcycle, and an electronic warfare system. The footage shows multiple vehicles and equipment being located and monitored during the operation. Drone surveillance played an important role in tracking movement and identifying equipment in the area. The operation involved both vehicles and equipment used on the front line. The activities were carried out in a coordinated manner across the area. The footage shows how drones and precision operations are used together during modern battlefield operations. In the Sumy region, 8 Russian soldiers entered a house one by one in the village of Sopik. The soldiers did not know that Ukrainian drone operators were watching them from above. After all the soldiers went inside the house, a Ukrainian FPV drone arrived and monitored the building, showing how drones are used for surveillance and tracking movements before an operation. The training of Ukrainian soldiers came with a surprise. Many Ukrainian soldiers were training together when, by mistake, a device fell onto a car and the vehicle was damaged. The incident shows how accidents can happen even during training exercises, especially when many personnel and equipment are involved. Ukrainian drone operators carried out a large operation involving many Russian military positions and equipment. During the operation, many Russian vehicles were monitored, as well as motorcycles, control points, antennas, ground robotic drones, bunkers, houses, and different positions in the area. Ukrainian drones were sent in large numbers during the operation involving military equipment and positions. The footage shows a large-scale drone operation where many locations were monitored across the area. During the Ukrainian operation in Bryansk, vehicles of Russian civilians were moving on the road. Suddenly, a Ukrainian rocket impacted near a Russian forces position close to the road. The sudden impact created a tense and chaotic moment in the area. In this footage, a group of Russian soldiers was moving through a forest area toward their mission. A Ukrainian Signum battalion drone launched an operation on their light vehicle, disabling it. Smoke and fire could be seen coming from the vehicle after the strike.